Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at this Whistleblower Act. A lot of people have said, well, you're not a whistleblower because I'm not an employee. Yes. But considering the Wharton's Rule and a federal or state law protecting employees from retaliation for properly disclosing employer wrongdoing, such as violating a law or regulation, mismanaging public funds, abusing authority, or endangering public health or safety. Now, I've emailed the police department. Are you employees of the city or the sheriff's department, the county, or superior court judges are employees of the state of Washington? Oh, exactly why is it that you haven't blown the whistle on this whole violating of the laws of the United States? Abusing your authority when issuing court orders, Brent Payson? Yes. Is kind of like, why don't the employees become whistleblowers? Now, I think I can sue the state and quite possibly every state of the United States for not obligating their employees to be whistleblowers when they have knowledge of a crime. An example would be, let's say you're the deputy marshal of the Supreme Court of the state of Oregon. Yes. And you call me and say, well, we don't have jurisdiction. And I tell you the abuse of authority of issuing fraudulent court orders. And you say, well, I don't have to report that to the state. Now, I'm going to sue every state for every employee that didn't decide to be whistleblowers because they would have had the protections of not being retaliated against. Now, let's say I got an email today from Susanville. Yes. I used to get these emails from the state of Washington, but they looked like they were actually counterfeit state sites. Now, I didn't open it because I'm a little concerned. These 5 documents that supposedly you need my signatures on. When I emailed the Susanville Police Department and numerous police departments in the state of California, yes. Sheriff's departments in the state of California, yes. The California State Patrol, yes. Numerous sheriff's departments in every county in the state of Washington. Now, this whole idea that you're not going to be a whistleblower because you're just going to allow for me to take the brunt of all the torture, terrorism, and violence. Oh. Look at all those state and federal employees that forgot that they would have protected them against retaliation if they had informed the respective states. See, I was on the phone yesterday and I said, actually, this was not issued according to the requirements of the Violence Against Women's Act. Yeah. And the full faith and credit of the United States Constitution is being violated against by every employee of every state that has the job requirement, the employment application, that if they had any knowledge of fraud, waste, abuse of authority, anywhere in the nation, that every fucking state of the United States. Now, do we have a Wharton rule problem among government employees that don't realize that when you have knowledge of the crime and you say, well, I can't enforce the law, it's not happening in Oregon, you actually have knowledge of the crime of city, county, state, and tribal government employees, as well as federal employees, not enforcing the laws of the United States. Now, the definition. Oh, look at that fucking lawsuit. That's going to be a multi-billion, I'm sure of it. Now, you said I'm not doing any good today? Are you? I think I am. For every fucking employee of every city, county, state, tribal government, and the United States federal government that has knowledge of a crime that they say they don't have the jurisdiction to enforce the law. As a condition of employment, the Whistleblower Act, they have an obligation to make absolutely fucking sure right now. You all just got sued for refusing to be whistleblowers.